Web design to me is creative, it's fun, but it can also be complex. You get a lot of stuff going on. Dreamweaver helps us reduce the complexity. But if you're working on a complex site, you may have a particular workspace that you're using. You may have set up your preferences in a specific way. Now, if you're on Windows, go up to the word Edit. If you're on a Mac, go over to the word Dreamweaver and go down to Preferences right here. Look at all these different preferences, all this different stuff, if you will. Let me go ahead and close that for now. If I come back up here again, we also have things like keyboard shortcuts. I can create my own shortcuts. And maybe they're related to the project that I'm working on. So one off. How do I get all this stuff from this computer onto my laptop without spending an hour and a half trying to figure it all out? Sync the settings. Now, if you come over here, you have a button for syncing your settings. I've never done it on this computer, but what is it syncing exactly? Let's go back to Preferences. Edit on Windows, Dreamweaver on a Mac. Go to Preferences and go all the way down to Sync Settings right here. Now, you will have to sign in with your Adobe ID and your password for the cloud. I can enable automatic syncing so that if I change something, it automatically does it. I can even import other sync settings. But down here, Application Preferences, Site Settings, Snippets, Keyboard Shortcuts, and Workspaces. Anything that I do to change how this particular Dreamweaver works, if I click Sync Settings, it will send them to the cloud. I love that. Then when I open up my desktop system, I click that same button and sync. Now, the one thing you want to remember is there could be a conflict resolution. What does that mean? Well, say you're syncing settings to the cloud and there is actually a newer set of settings on the cloud already. It's going to warn you. Now, I prefer to be asked the question and make the decision at that moment. I don't want it to use one or the other, so I always say ask. Now, if you've made any changes, you click Apply, and then you click Close. Next time you want to sync, you click right here. Syncing the settings on Dreamweaver keeps all of your systems working on the same page. Don't forget you can do that.